This week on Nations Business, we visit the island of Rotuma. On May 11th, the Nations Business team accompanied a government delegation led by Assistant Minister for Rural and Maritime Development and National Disaster Management, Honorable Tshoweli Thawaki, to offer government services in line with the Rotuma Day celebrations. Rotuma is situated at 646 kilometers north of Fiji. The island itself is 13 kilometers long and 4 kilometers wide, making it the 12th largest island in the Fiji group. The island of Rotuma shares many characteristics with other small islands in the Eastern Division. These include remoteness from urban centers, inadequate transport links, prone to natural disaster, and limited land-based resources. The economic activities on the island are mostly driven by inflows of remittances and agro-based economic activities. The agro-based economic activities in Rotuma are small compared to other islands in Fiji, but have the potential for extensive economic growth. Honorable Minister Tshoweli Thawaki's first order of the day after arriving was to deliver farming materials to Rotuma Primary and Rotuma High School.
Today, the trip to this basically to innovate something from the Ministry of Education and National Agriculture as well as from government for the healthy living, the wellness. Good food is good for learning and also provide a good body for the children to learn. So on that regard, we are now officially handing over the other materials to the school.
The current aid that is given to us today, it will help us also in our children learning in agriculture, and most importantly, the school is also able to make some money in selling its vegetables and of course in promoting healthy living. So we are very thankful for the government for what it has done for the school, and we are hoping that in the future they will still lend a helping hand to us.
The minister also visited the new revamped Rotuma airport, which cost around 9.9 million Fijian dollars.
This is 50% kerosene and 50% bitumen.
Into the kerosene.
Yeah. So what the kerosene does inside the pavement, it pulls through the bitumen. It pulls through and holds the pavement until the weather is good, and then we can seal on top. So that's the surface we're going to look for. That's what we're looking for. A bit rough, a bit stony, so that the bitumen gets that bond. So as you can see, we're almost there. Almost there.
Government has also funded the upgrade of the Rotuma Airport, which will assist in creating more opportunities for economic development. This 9.9 million invested by the government will ensure improved access to and from the island with more capacity for trade and investment.
The Rotuman Export Marketing Company Limited, Ramcol, is leading the charge in Rotuma in the production of virgin coconut oil. The government recognizes these efforts and assisted the company with 4 new scrapers and 3 oil presser.
This is what agriculture is pushed forward, agriculture here in Rotuma, for government to provide this extra material to assist you in raising the production. Maybe later on how effective you will be going through, then we can see how we can bring in more heavy duty machines so that we can do the production. So within the note we are handing over the materials to you today.
This will benefit copra farmers to fully utilize the 7 million coconuts gathered on the island yearly.
We support Remcol as one of the top producers of Vichy or in Rotuma. They produce around 600 liters a week, and we support them with 4 coconut scraper and 3 cold press, which worth around $20,000.
The minister also handed over a new ambulance to the divisional medical officer in Rotuma to service the island and tend to the hospital. When we return, we'll bring you more coverage of Rotuma Day celebrations. Rotumas from the 7 districts gathered in numbers in Ahau to commemorate the 137th anniversary of the island's cession to Great Britain in 1881. Assistant Minister Honorable Toweli Thawaki was the chief guest at the celebrations.
Today, you will find Rotumans playing a vital, important role in the field of medicine, the field of commerce, the field of academia, and the private sector, and also within government and even the high office in the land, where Rotuma has excelled and has taken position in those fields. Every Rotumans should be proud of this day. You should also be proud of your achievements and your contribution in influencing and shaping the very fabric of the Fijian nation. So you see, today is a very special day, not only for Rotuma, but for all Fijians in general. This is a moment to celebrate your history in the process, embrace our responsibility in molding a future worthy for our children. I believe that by working together, we can achieve one common goal for a better Fiji for all. Ladies and gentlemen and children, it is now my great pleasure to declare the Rotuma Day 2018 celebration open.
The Rotuman Women's Associations also displayed their handicrafts during the celebration that was visited by the Assistant Minister.
No wonder it's really white. Eh?
It's not like the Fijian wood that we just like the women do. Tone around the finger. For this year, we have a special design for all the mats so that we know they're woven this year. And for each of the 10 clubs, we have one big Rotuman mat, 5 small traditional Rotuman mats, and 1 white mat. Its significance to us Rotumans is like the tambua to our fellow Fijians.
Several government departments also set up their stalls to provide assistance and services to the people of Rotuma.
This is part of the Parliament Education Outreach Program in Rotuma for 1 week, simply creating more awareness about the Fijian Parliament to the people of Rotuma and especially to all the schools and students around Rotuma. We're also setting up here during Rotuma Day, and we hope that at the end of this program all Rotumans will know the roles and functions of Parliament, the works of Parliament, and how Fijians and Rotumans can engage with Parliament.
I'm here to register birth, death and marriage since we don't have any office here. So the reason I'm here is to just register them and look for an office space. So in our next financial year, we can open an office here so people can access to our services.
We are here to display some of the important Rotuman documents, such as the Rotuma land cases and land dealings, and some other important documents that we think will be relevant to this to the people of Rotuma.
A team from Walesi TV was also on the island to install Walesi to Rotuman households.
Our first island is right now is Rotuma Island. Since we've done some installations last night, one at our district officer's office, and we are planning to do some more installations today. People can come and get the forms from here, and they can apply for Walesi.
Rotuma is known for its fertile soil. This was evident when different varieties of root crops and fruits was displayed at the agriculture show. Farmers brought their produce to compete in the various root crop categories during the agriculture show.
Powder 8.38 kg. Suitsuniform Mavase 7.98 kg.
This is the farmer show in Rotuma during the Session Day celebration. This is the farmers working within districts individually, and also competition goes for the entire districts.
The Agriculture Department handed out incentives and awards to winners of various categories of farming. Rotuman Agriculture Farmer of the Year was awarded to Rupeti Tivau, a farmer from Petche district.
I'd like to thank Agriculture King. This is my first time with the award. Thank you for inviting me to talk at the. Thank you very much.
The agriculture show, normally it's an annual event that held every year in Rotuma. We allocate funds from our Rotuma Land Development Program to support our farmers and give them awards during the show, just to motivate them and give them incentives on what they have been doing through the years of their farming.
Thank you. We'll take a short break. We will return with more.
Our question for this week: who is the district officer for Rotuma? A. Numaya Masere. B. Osiara Vukivuki. C. Elimi Rokonduri. Or D. Benito Levu. If you think you know the answer, please log on to the Fijian government Facebook page for your answer. 5 lucky winners will receive a copy of this week's Nation's Business DVD. Submit your answer before 4 p.m. Thursday, June 28, 2018.
In providing equal opportunities and equal services to all Fijians, government ensures that services such as education, electricity, water, health, roads and communication is accessible to all. Therefore, government has invested over $7 million for the new Rotuma Hospital. This will boost medical services on the island.
Rotuma subdivision is a very challenging subdivision in terms of work and infrastructure and development because of the distance factor from Fiji, and also because of budgeting, which makes it very hard for developments to come across. But we are fortunate that we have a good team here and also a very supportive community that makes our work easy.
In addition, government has also invested $4.4 million in the construction of a new road across the island. This will provide easy transportation to Rotumans, particularly farmers.
For Rotuma, in terms of agriculture development, is the remittance that they have. Remittance from the post office through TMO and all the money transfer. It came out to 4 million a year. And it's challenged the Ministry of Agriculture in trying to make farmers to take ownership on development that we propose them to do. And now we are driving them in. We managed to convince them on cover planting, and as you know, the price of Angona is going up. What is our target? That we have to increase value addition in Rotuma. Value addition through VCU and value addition on their local fruits, and also to increase the production of ndalo through agro-marketing, and also the increase of cover planting in Rotuma. Those are some of our main targets.
Rotumans are free-spirited people. They entertained the crowd during the festivity.
Today is such a lovely day. As we Rotumans, we come here just to celebrate and to meet families and friends from Rotuma and from abroad.
Rotuma Day जिला के लिए बहुत सुंदर और बहुत सबसे अच्छा ये लोग के लिए त्यौहार है। मैं जैसे फिजी में हम लोग दुआ खिड़की सब बंद करके सोते हैं, लेकिन रतुमा में ओपन वाइज सब खिड़की पल्ला खोल दो और सो जाओ, कोई चोर चंडाली नहीं, एवरीथिंग इज ओके लाइक अच्छा है यहाँ रतुमा में। हम लोग लाइक करता है रतुमा में।
Moses katuang ni may celebration ni Moses from Samaval. As amnak ni terana ti la polis la afmo acquisition isla alam makikia sterentu reko mantu terentu ka istape mais of is femerto matoko no ili rutumit menos konak terentu reko ida teranit na stimon fu na is mes karam asa afet stimon fu have pau se meurit ne la mis holum se trandi ta hune trende isa soket nyao ma amnak ne trende ta hune is to is merutuma to is nos la afriko din soko holum jalan trandi mis tape merutome mis of tape meriko katong ti po masokali.
Rotuma Day is especially the part and tradition of the culture, and is where it brings people in, especially with the civil servants, together with the people in the community. They bring people in and they try to, liaise with each other, especially the bonding, especially see our officers coming back from Suva and binding us with the people of Rotuma and celebrating it together.
For the past few years, in Rotuma school we've been getting some good results, and we've been receiving awards like being the top in the last 2 years, 2016-2017, and we have been we top the Eastern Division in the accounting concept, and the students are receiving the awards that is given by the Fiji Institute of Accounting.
We are very fortunate with the Fiji government for the assistance they have given us, as well as the the different departments of the government that is here displaying the different services they can provide and assist us, the Rotuman people, in terms of the work the government is serving us.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are entering a new age of prosperity for Fiji, where the opportunities for development are boundless. We only have to look into our past to understand by working together we can achieve anything. Ladies and gentlemen, Rotuma might be hundreds of miles from Viti Levu, but it's never too far for this government to appreciate the commitment and the resilience of you, the people of Rotuma, have shown over the years.